set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
You got it. It's on one. Patch it. Safe. Yeah. 50 under. 50 seconds. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right, 54. Know your job. Check 31.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a second down and 2 coming up.
Here we go. Ready? Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Slam. Yes. Here we go.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Man up, D. Man up. It's on one. Alert flare. Check safety. Go. We got double up.
Now Leonard Fournette. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 39, Foles. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a first and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
What we got?
Now Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Now Mariota. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Lewis here on first down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Yeah, baby, boom!
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
First down, Titans.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Check, 47. Check back. Mike's 47. And here we go. Watch the pass.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Check. Hot.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you,
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 95 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mariota to throw it this time. Flush to his right. Uncorks one for Davis. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play, Mariota to Davis, 64 yards. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Mariota gives to Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's Lewis. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. So on fourth down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 40-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Mariota to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Again, it's Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Get off the field, D.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A first down throw for Mariota. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Tennessee.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's all right.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Wahoo!
2nd and 4. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Let's go!
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
at the 48-yard line.
Where are they, team? 48 right now. Let's go. You ain't going nowhere. Where are they, team?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. To throw is Mariota. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Be alert.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Check. Hey, goal. Sound goal. Sound goal.
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 50. Check 50. 13. What we got? Turbo 64.
Foles. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a big play there by Lewis. 45 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Mariota. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Miles Jack with a sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. throwing. Mariota. Flushed out right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
A 35-yard attempt.
Succop's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Foles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jeffrey Simmons in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
57's the mic. Watch 57. In your face. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Here we go.
Now Foles. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Titans
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch 10, watch 10. Come on, come on, watch 10, watch 10.
Throwing is Mariota. It's complete to Brown, right side. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You got it.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Room here to run. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big run that time by Henry. 46 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now the throw taken in by Chark. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll set up a throw. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's good for a Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Easy.
Get in the weight room. Hey, watch edge.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Cover 5-3.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Check.
One.
Watch the shot. Kill.
Under.
You got tape.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Jaguars 21. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Titans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.